Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Call Halamia, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rahah, Rakah, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, a.k.a. the head apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well with sound doctrine. Shalom to the elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone as well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to all the sincere Akim and Akwat who subscribe to this truth. A hearty shalom to the men out there on the highways and byways, highways and hedges, preaching and teaching in truth and sincerity, making their bodies a living sacrifice, risking their lives and risking their freedom to bring it out. And last but not least, a hearty shalom to the Men of Valor Camp, New Jersey, NYC. First camp I ever heard the truth from, Isaiah 62, verses 6 through 7. Those who make mention of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, keep not silence. Give him no rest day or night. To Jerusalem is a praise in all the earth. So back at it with another sit down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and at the water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for the spirit to do this lesson. Lord's will, you'll be edified by it. And with no further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to read these scriptures I have lined up. Got my sword right by me in case anything comes to mind. And I'm going to play this video right here. This actual sit down will be titled Religious Misinformation and Why the Truth Will Be Soon Outlawed. Religious misinformation, and why the truth will be soon outlawed. So with no further ado, let's play this video and let's get it moving. Let's keep it moving. So I'm going to turn the volume on my computer to 100 so you can hear it and let it rock.
Get your chip when you get your COVID vaccination.
They want to alter us.
They're sharing false rumors and lies about COVID-19 vaccines.
This is a final enslavement.
And they have influence because they're religious leaders.
I look at anti-vaccine content all day, every day. My name is Kalina Koltai. So these figureheads who have a large platform, ties, are often respected, and they also have the cultural competency to understand what is important, what are the values, what is necessary to make that information powerful and resonate.
It's a minority spreading these false messages. Most leaders in every faith are trying to do the opposite.
The vaccine is a gift of hope.
But when religious leaders spread wrong information about vaccines, it can be powerful. In India, this man suggests the vaccine is an international conspiracy to feed cow's blood to Hindus. But there's no cow's blood in COVID-19 vaccines. A Greek Orthodox bishop says slaughtered fetuses are used to make vaccines. But this emotive language is extremely misleading.
There were 2 fetuses aborted in the 1960s that are used to produce a cell line that's still used today in the process of making the activated virus that goes into the vaccine. But that does not mean that they're taking aborted babies and putting it in your vaccines.
In Israel, a rabbi claims the vaccine will make you gay, which is nonsensical.
All those claiming to be safe.
And in the US, some evangelical Christians are debating whether vaccines are the mark of the beast, a sign of the devil, and the end of times.
I think it's difficult for social media companies to figure out where is the appropriate moderation limit when it comes to religious content.
Even when negative messages aren't necessarily false, they can have a big impact. Sitting in London, I received this message from a friend in Nigeria. But it came from Zambia, where the speaker, Nevers Mumba, is a politician and a former televangelist.
Zambia must not inject any vaccine in any Zambian body before strenuous verification.
There's a danger when someone as influential as you spreads a message like this publicly, they undermine confidence in the vaccine. Why did you feel the need to make this statement publicly?
I think it's my moral obligation as a leader to make that public, because it puts our authorities on alert to realize realize that we are not just people who receive anything that comes to us, but all we are saying to our people, make sure it is safe.
Is pre-regulation by the WHO that isn't enough by your standards?
No, not at all, not at all. When Pfizer hit London, London had to do its own verifications and ensure that they're satisfied.
Even if the intent of the person who's posting it is not necessarily to spread misinformation, it can be interpreted as a message to not vaccinate.
Dr. Teddy Andrew Mulenga challenged Nevers Mumba publicly. I asked him why.
For us here, pastors, they have huge followings, and whatever they say is taken as gospel truth.
He believes that Zambia, like other countries have done, should trust the WHO's rigorous pre-regulation to get the vaccine quickly.
I am a doctor, but there are more people listening to him.
It's crucial that religious leaders get vaccine messaging right.
Halal is very important for Muslims.
In 2018, the highest Muslim clerical council in Indonesia said a measles and rubella vaccine wasn't halal.
MUI then issued a fatwa that this, even it is not halal, but it still can be used.
But that mixed message meant many parents refused to vaccinate their children. Now, with the coronavirus, they want to do things differently. They put out a fatwa saying the COVID-19 vaccine from Sinovac is halal before the rollout in Indonesia began.
I think it's incredibly important for religious leaders to spread accurate and up-to-date information about vaccines.
Shut
and
up,
making
bitch.
sure that that information that they're spreading is relevant to their congregation.
Because a delay in vaccinating means more lives lost.
We need the vaccine. We need people to buy in.
It cringes even listening to that shit, man, but you gotta listen to it. So you can see the propaganda machine is in full force. This man is desperate. He's reaching, and if this was a basketball game, he'd be fouled out, man, because he's going to extreme and dire measures to make sure that a certain group of people in Babylon goes to those centers. And I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. They're not advertising to Moab to go down there. They're not advertising for Ham to go down there. They're not advertising for their own people to go down there. They're saying that Jake mistrusts this this potion, and you need to go down there because we care for you so much. So if you can't see, you know, what's being said and what's being done subliminally, well, just know that these people are declaring war on you, man. You know? And with no further ado, let's get into it. So, it's the second Ezra 15:1. I'm going to read 1 through 3. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And these prophecies are faithful and true. These people are giving life to the image and power to the image as well, because pretty soon any type of information that goes out that's contrary to their information is going to be outlawed, man. You can see they're pushing for it right here. This is what they're doing right here, subliminally, and they're not doing it on a local level. They're doing it on a worldwide level, and it all starts out with their magites and sorcerers, their propaganda machine, which is their media, their medium, which is hypnotizing the general public, the world audience that's looking at them for answers. And everybody who's not engaged with this truth is going to succumb to this man's strategies that he's using, man. And our job as prophets, men that have the truth, men that have the understanding, is to blow the trumpet so that the elect will snap out of it if they are entertaining those messages and come in and be sealed and be protected. So let's get this in a little closer. I'm going to start from the top. So this is 2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. This roll and this roll together, making the whole